Hi. Well, I lost some footage of reading, so I have to torture you guys a little bit more. I found the one for chapter 1, but then there's a chunk of it missing, so I am going to continue reading the book of Todd Bennett, Walk Through the Light series. My room is a mess. I feel like a hoarder. I tell people I'm a minimalist, and when you only have one room to kind of stuff everything in, it sure doesn't feel like it. And I have so much on my plate that sometimes that gets in the way too. Anyway, so I left off talking about the name of our Father and how today's scriptures have, as they say, brought it to naught. In other words, they've pretty much deleted it out of the scriptures so people don't know. I mean, it would be interesting to go down the street and just ask people if they know God's name, which is the title, because that's what they would say. They would say, God, if I asked, do you know the name of the Father? I wonder what they would say. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I have to deal with interruptions. Today is Saturday, the 22nd. It is the Sabbath day. I am struggling mentally, so it is making it harder, but I want to do this mainly. I'm trying to do this for fellowship and also to get myself back on track. With that, before this gets to be too long, I think I might do that, though. I might go down the street one time and people will run away from me as I ask them if they know what the Father's name is. Anyway, it would be interesting. I'll have to try that. So I'm going to continue reading the intro because I left off. Excuse me. Okay. Therefore, we have been warned not only to avoid using the name lightly or disrespectfully, but also not to bring it to naught, which is exactly what has been done over the centuries. The name of our Creator, which we have the privilege of calling on and praising, has been suppressed to the point where most believers do not even know His name, let alone use it. This sounds like a conspiracy of cosmic proportions, and it is. Anyone who believes the scriptures must understand that there is a battle between good and evil. And of course, I feel that we are in the last days. I really do. Sorry. I feel that the birth pangs are getting closer, things are getting crazier. That's a whole nother story. So anyway, there is a prince of darkness. And again, it's H-A-S-H-A-T-A-N. I'm just going to say Satan for right now because just to make it easier at the moment, who understands very well the battle which has been raging since the creation of time. He will do anything to distract or destroy those searching for the truth. And he is very good at what he does. Yes, he is. He is the master of deception and the father of lies. Oh my goodness, I could go on about certain things, but that's for another time. And he does not want the truth to be revealed. His goal is to steal, kill, and destroy. John 10:10, the enemy has operated openly and behind the scenes over the centuries to infect, deceive, distract, destroy, believers with false doctrines. He truly is a wolf in sheep's clothing, and his desire is to rob the believers of blessings and life. So there are like, oh my goodness, trillion of people who think they are saved. Now, I do not profess to know. I can only go by what I am taught and what the scriptures say. If you go back to the scriptures, I mean, that says it all. Instead of what I think, what I know, what I believe, back it up with scriptures, and that will tell you that there are a lot of people that are being deceived and are going to be lost, which is really super sad. So we need to get on track. Even myself, I'm not exempt, because I don't feel like at the moment, I just feel like I have a lot of work to do on myself, and I have a long ways to go, and I better get moving. So with that said, anyway, as you read this book, I hope that you will see how he has worked to deceive mankind from the very beginning. Since the temptation in the garden, the adversary has continually tried to get mankind to disobey the commandments, which is also called the Torah. And a lot of people get hung up on the word Torah. They start using the word law, but all it is instructions. And some people get so wound up and caught up on words instead of seeing what they actually mean, how they connect, and, chill. Anyway, we are given wonderful promises in the scriptures concerning blessings for those who obey the commandments, again, which is the Torah. Sadly, many believers have been robbed of those blessings due to false doctrines which teach them not to keep the commandments, thus turning them into lawless individuals. Their belief is not followed by righteous works, making their faith empty, to some extent powerless. My hope is that every reader has an eye-opening experience and is forever changed. I sincerely believe that the truth which are contained in this book and the Walk in the Light series are essential to avoid the great deception which is being perpetrated upon those who profess to believe in and follow the Holy One of Israel. Now I'm coming to an end on the introduction, so I am going to have this go a little bit longer, but then I stop and I ramble, which doesn't help matters, and then I will get into chapter. Your sister is calling. Your sister. Alrighty then. And I forgot where I left off. Okay. This book, if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. This book and the entire series is intended to be read by anyone who is searching for the truth, depending upon your particular religion, customs, and traditions. You may find some of the information offensive, difficult to believe, or contrary to the doctrines and teaching which you have read and heard throughout your life. This is to be expected and is perfectly understandable. But please realize that none of the information is meant to criticize anyone or any faith, but merely reveal the truth. In fact, the information contained in this book had better stir up some things, or else there would be no reason to write it in the first place. The ultimate question is whether the contents align with the scriptures and the will of the Creator. My goal is to strip away the layers of tradition which many of us have inherited and get to the core of the faith which is described in the scriptures commonly referred to and called the Bible. This book should challenge your thinking and your beliefs and hopefully aid you in your search for the truth. My prayer for you is that of the Apostle Paul and his letters to the Ephesians assembly, that the Father of glory may give to you the spirit of wisdom and revelation and the knowledge of him, the eyes of your understanding being enlightened, that you may know what is the hope of his calling and what are the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints, and what is the exceeding greatness of his power toward us who believe, according to the working of his mighty power. And that is Ephesians 1:17 through 19. New King James Version is what he read. Now, I do have a video that starts with chapter 1, so I'm going to post this one and hope that you will watch and respond, comment, all that good stuff. Comment, share, subscribe. I would like to really fellowship, so I am looking to just reach out and talk to people and learn. There's so much to talk about and to learn about in this subject and to search the scriptures and everything. So with that, this is the longest video I've done yet, so I will call it quits. You have a wonderful night. Shabbat Shalom. Take care. Bye. Bye. Oh.